Today I'll be reading again from the Tanakh in Jeremiah. But as I was looking, I can see the name Baruch from the video I did, prophets that died AD, not in BC times. And we can see that Baruch, the son of Neriah, the son of Mahasiah, in the presence of Hamel. So Jeremiah wasn't that long ago either. I took the deed of the purchase, both that which was sealed containing the terms and conditions, and that which was open, and delivered the deed of the purchase unto Baruch. Okay, just to throw that in there, but let's get to the main topic. Jeremiah didn't live that long ago. He was making prophecies concerning the tribes in Israel. Jeremiah's prophecy against the false prophets. So let's say Jeremiah was living around, let's go back to 11. He was making these prophecies about us in our captivity. You can go back and look at Isaiah when he mentions in the prophecies of the Egyptians, the Babylonians, the Romans, and all their destruction. And you can look at Egypt today and see that they're not inhabited by the same people that once lived there. You could go back to look up history. The the Arabian invasion of Egypt happened in the 600s, they say in history. 600s AD. So the Egyptians dwelt there until the Arabians came. But we'll have to do some deep research and look at the names of the caliphs and all the top men of the time from the Arabian empires of the Persian empires, I should say. Match them with the names of the Bible because they got different names in the history books. With the caliphs and the sultans. And I bet we can find some matches and clues. But anyways, let's get to these false prophets. Because if Jeremiah didn't live that long ago, I used to be like, man, Jeremiah was so cold. He was making prophecies about a certain individual that we all know and looked up to. I said, if he was making these prophecies in BC times, he a cold individual. But Jeremiah didn't live that long ago. So here we go. Jeremiah chapter 23. Jeremiah. I should take that J off and put the Y, give it his proper name. Jeremiah. Here we go. Woe unto the shepherds that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Woe unto the shepherds. Is he talking about them preachers? Therefore thus saith the Lord, the Most High of Israel, against the shepherds that feed my people. Feed them that false knowledge. Ye have scattered my flock and driven them away, and have not taken care of them. Behold, I will visit upon you the evil of your doings, saith the Lord. And I will gather the remnant of my flock out of all the countries whither I have driven them. And I will bring them back to their folds, and they will be fruitful and multiply. And I will set up shepherds over them, who shall feed them, and shall fear no more, nor be dismayed, neither shall any be lacking, saith the Lord. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will raise unto David a righteous shoot, and he shall reign as a king. He shall reign as king and prosper, and shall execute justice and righteousness in the land. In his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is his name whereby he shall be called. The Lord is our righteousness. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, as the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but as the Lord liveth, that brought up and led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country and from all the countries whither I had driven them, and they shall in their own land. Concerning the prophets, my heart within me is broken. All my bones shake. I am like a drunken man, and like a man whom wine hath overcome, because of the Lord, and because of his holy words, for the land is full of adulterers. For because of swearing the land mourneth, the pastures of the wilderness are dried up, and their course is evil, and their force is not right. For both prophet and priest are ungodly. For both prophet and priest are ungodly. Yea, in my house I have found them wickedness, saith the Lord. Wherefore, wherefore their way shall be unto them as slippery places in the darkness. They shall be thrust and fall therein, for I will bring evil upon them, even the year of their visitation, saith the Lord. And I have seen unseemliness in the prophets of Samaria. They prophesy by Baal, and cause my people Israel to err. But in the prophets of Jerusalem I have seen a horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies, and they strengthen the hand of evildoers. They strengthen the hand of evildoers, that none hath returned from his wickedness. They are all of them become unto me as Sodom, and the inhabitants thereof of Gomorrah. Therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts concerning the prophets. Behold, I will feed them with wormwood, and make them drink the water of gall. The water of gall. Is that Galatians? For from the prophets of Jerusalem is ungodliness gone forth into the land. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. Hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They lead you into vanity. They speak a vision of their own heart, and not out of the mouth of the Lord. They say continually unto them that despise me, the Lord hath said, y'all shall have peace. Who always be people be talking about you should have peace? And Jeremiah got this vision from the Creator. What it say again? They lead you unto vanity. They speak a vision of their own heart, and not out of the mouth of the Lord. That's something they speaking from their own heart, and not out of the mouth of the Lord. They say continually unto them that despise me, the Lord has said, you shall have peace. They keep telling y'all we should have peace. He said they continually despise him. And unto every one that walketh in the stubbornness of his own heart, they say, no evil shall come upon you. For who has stood in the counsel of the Lord, that he should perceive and hear his words? who had attended to his word and heard it. Behold, a storm of the Lord is going forth in fury. Yea, a whirling storm. It shall whirl upon the head of the wicked. The anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, until he have performed the purpose of his heart. In the end days. Notice the word. In the end days. You shall consider it perfectly. I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. He ain't sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. He ain't spoke to nobody, but they coming up with these prophecies. But if they have stood in my counsel, then let them cause my people to hear my words and turn them from their evil way and from the evil of their doings. Am I a creator near at hand, saith the Lord, and not a creator afar off? I just, don't say that terminology right here, because he's much greater than that. Okay. Afar off. Can any hide himself in secret places, that I shall not see him, saith the Lord? Do not I fill heaven and earth, saith the Lord? I have heard what the prophets have said. Uh-oh. Jeremiah is prophesying from what the Lord has given him, and he has said, I have heard what the prophets have said, that prophesy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, I have dreamed. How long shall this be? Is it in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies, and the prophets of the deceit of their own heart, that think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man to his neighbor, as their father forgot my name for Baal. They forgot his name for this name. Yeah, we forgot his name, and now today we call upon another name. The prophet that hath a dream, let him tell a dream. Man, that's coming. Let me read that one again. The prophet that hath a dream, let him tell a dream. Let him tell that dream. Man, that's cold. Damn. And he that hath my word, let him speak my word faithfully. What hath the straw to do with the wheat, saith the Lord? Is not my word like fire, saith the Lord, and like a hammer that breaketh the rock in pieces? Therefore, behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord, that steal my words, every one from his neighbor. Behold, I am against the prophets, saith the Lord, that use... Man, we got a typo in here. Should have been... That use... Man, hear tongues. That use their tongues and say, he hath, behold, I am against them that prophesy lying dreams, saith the Lord, and do tell them and cause my people to err by their lies and by their wantonness. Yet I sent them not. He ain't send them. He ain't sent him. He said, I sent them not, nor commanded them neither. Can they profit this people at all, saith the Lord? And when this people or the prophet or a priest shall ask thee, saying, What is the burden of the Lord? Then shalt thou say unto them, What burden? I will cast you off, saith the Lord. And as for the prophet and the priest and the people that shall say, The burden of the Lord, I will even punish that man and his house. And he'll even punish that man and his house. Thus shall ye say, everyone to his neighbor, and everyone to his brother, What hath the Lord answered? And what hath the Lord spoken? And the burden of the Lord shall ye mention no more. For every man's own word shall be his burden. And would ye pervert the words of the living Most High, or Creator, of the Lord of the hosts, our Creator, thus shalt thou say to the prophet, What hath the Lord answered thee? And what hath the Lord spoken? But if ye say, The burden of the Lord, therefore, thus saith the Lord, because ye say this word, The burden of the Lord, and I have sent unto you, saying, Ye shall not say the burden of the Lord. Therefore, behold, I will utterly tear you out, and I will cast you off in the city that I gave unto you and to your fathers away from my presence, and I will bring you an everlasting reproach upon you, and a perpetual shame shall not be forgotten. Man, that was kind of cold right there. But we should all know Daniel was cold. I was like, man, Daniel making a prophecy about someone having a dream in their speech? Man. All right, that'll be it for today. Y'all should know where I'm getting with this one.